certified real.
Hey, I'm a little excited.
You heard it here first. Certified real. Airborne.
You are now listening to Real Talk Podcast.
This is certified. Welcome back, guys, to the Real Talk Podcast. RealTalk Family here in 2022. You know, we got the usual suspects with us. We got Xavier. You know, we got Banks. We got Terrell. And we got Beastly Adams. And of course, myself, Gills. And today we're going to talk about the most anticipated films for the 2022 year. What do you guys think? What movies are you looking forward to the most?
I just want to start off by saying that I think 2022 is going to be a dope year when it comes to movies. I think it's going to be one of the best years that we've seen in at least the last 10, 15 years. We're going to be, I think every weekend, but at least twice a month, there's going to be some bangers that we're going to be like, all right. And that's rare that you get, 2 movies a month. Like, yo, this is fire. I think that's real. Usually you just get like hot spots like Christmas around the holidays and then like going into the summer kind of, and then that's usually where the hot movies drop. But I think the whole year is gonna be fire.
I mean, that's thanks to the Rona. So production stopped for a while. So there was a lot of films that were in production before, and then he had to put them on hold. And then after things started opening back up, people started filming again, and now they're just pumping them out. Vaccines is out, so people are going to the theaters now. So all these new movies are just flooding out.
So I want to just throw out a movie. I mean, I'm going to throw out the obvious because I think this is going to be in our top 10 anyway. But Jordan Peele's Nope.
I know what you're thinking. Nope. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way because we all know Jordan Peele's elite. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that that's number one. I'm just gonna chalk it up as like, all right, we're gonna put that in our top 5 because it's just who it is. Keke Palmer is a part of it. Daniel Kaluuya is a part of it. He didn't give us no backstory, just a poster. Changing the game. I think the anticipation on that one might be high as we've seen on any of his film projects so far.
Look out for that on July 22nd.
What is it? Did you say it? I didn't hear anything.
No,
it was Jordan.
No.
Oh no.
That's the
name of it is No.
I remember this one.
Yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there. And then the next one I wanted to throw out was Black Adam. I think those two are like automatically up there in that top 5 just over it because of I'm just ready to see black superheroes, and it's that Dwayne Johnson is the one that's bringing it to us, and the power that he has right now in the film industry is like it's like when everything just matches up perfectly. And it's like he set himself up perfectly. DC is kind of setting it up perfectly. And I just think they can't fail in a way with this one. I think the anticipation is crazy for that one also.
I think you might want to take the day off of work for that. I think that's a national holiday.
Yeah, facts.
Because July 29th is my birthday, so you might want to take just schedule it now. Use your PTO now, and just if you're listening.
I think that movie's gonna be fire. They've been doing, and what's crazy is they've been promoting it and saying it's gonna happen for so long, at least 2 years. And they gave us some teasers, and he went crazy in the gym, so he's not even wearing a padded suit like we normally see. Like that's supposed to be all him in a skin tight. So I think that's something different. Like it's just so much different coming with it. And it looks a little bit darker, like what DC comics and animations usually are. It looked like they went in that direction. And the next one that we're probably going to talk about, since we've already brought up DC, it seems like they're going in that direction of being a little bit darker. And going into detail with those characters. What are your thoughts on that?
I think they see that it works. I think they're gonna follow Christopher Nolan's lead on how well he did with Dark Knight. It had like that. It was kind of gritty, wasn't really bright, very dim shots. Not. I think they're gonna tack off of that. And plus, I mean, if you see what DC's animation, if any of y'all follow it, the movies that do the best are the movies that typically go left with the little darker role. As far as the approach of the villains they taking on and everything else. So and plus I think everybody's tired of seeing the super bright skin type. Everybody likes a little darkness every now and then, because and I feel like even though I didn't like the movie itself, Batman versus Superman, I did like the aesthetic of it. I just felt like they didn't execute it properly. Yes.
No, I agree with you there. And I agree with you that DC's strength is, the darker film, like, that has behind that. That like I like they do that, especially with the Batman coming out later on in March. But I don't want people to think DC can't get in that bag of like, kind of like little more colorful, like Shazam. I thought it was like a little light on the lighter side. It was a little more
the character. I think the issue with it, I think there's two main issues with it. Is I think DC is trying to match Marvel and get on Marvel's level what they do with their characters. And I think that it worked. It worked with Shazam because Shazam is a more likable, like approachable, fun type character that you get that it works that for. But like you can't do what you did with Shazam with Batman, you know what I'm saying, or with some of the other characters that they have. So that's why I always felt like it didn't work, right? And it was kind of weird because it's like you get these characters, you have characters that are a little bit dark. Like Batman is more on the darker side. Wouldn't really compare him to like an Iron Man or whatever, because that's why I felt Iron Man worked, because you have that uplifting, that brighter type of character. And DC doesn't have a lot of characters that they're making movies about that are like that. But we're starting to see that they're doing that now. Like they started it with like you said, with Christopher Nolan's, and then they did it with Suicide Squad, the first one with Will Smith, which was a lot darker, even though not a lot of people liked it. They did it when they redid Suicide Squad. They made all of them dark. Like the movie starts with everybody dying. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's where DC is. Like that's where their realm and where they should stick. They shouldn't try to match it with nobody else, because that's where the money's at. And I understand what Marvel is doing, but like if they stay in their lane, they have the fan base to dominate just as much as anybody else that's out there doing it.
Two movies I feel like gonna hit big time is Wakanda Forever. Of course, that's gonna be Chadwick's last project, and I feel like that's gonna hit heavy. That's coming out, I believe, in November.
November 11th.
Then another one that we haven't seen since I believe 2010. Avatar 2. They finally dropping this.
Oh, come on. You're excited about that?
I feel like it's gonna make a lot of money.
It's gonna make money. I'm with you.
We talking about what's gonna I feel like it's gonna be one of those movies that's gonna make movie. And I am interested to see it. I'm not like a super fan, but I am interested to see it though. I am interested to see it.
You gotta understand that director, he's always ahead of the curve when it comes to technology and movies.
And only because of the look. I want to see what it's gonna look like.
It's gonna look good. You know it is.
It's gonna look good. His movies always look good.
I'm definitely interested because the first Avatar, when it came out in 2010, that was one of the films that got me interested in wanting to be a filmmaker in the first place. Like thinking critically, like, oh, I can actually do this for a living. I want to do something like that type of
that's what's up
idea. So
that's that 3D got you, huh?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm excited for the second one. Also, this dude is filming Avatar 2, 3, and 4 at the same damn time with $1 billion budget. He's literally at one location shooting scenes for Avatar 2. Oh, let's shoot this for Avatar 3. Let's also shoot that for Avatar 4.
That's crazy, son.
Yo, he's going ham.
It has to be unheard of, son. Why did they approve that? I get it,
James
over a decade in the waiting,
bro. I get it though, bro. But why? That's crazy.
That's
son.
Crazy. That is crazy. So you just gonna drop those back to back?
Yeah, just hearing about how organized you have to be
Oh yeah.
That's
Bro,
insane.
that's 3 scripts.
Think about being an actor on that though.
No,
Like,
forget about all that. Think about being the editor that has to put all them clips and sounds together.
I'm so
And remember,
It's gonna be
is
like
this from 2 or 3
editors.
or is this from 4? Or is
this man is starting his own Marvel universe? Like, why is he doing this?
That's the thing, though.
What you say? Hold on, what did you say?
I hope so.
He's starting his own Marvel universe.
He definitely is.
I hope
like James Cameron is always just doing stuff that's just mad extra for no reason. You're just like, why, bro? But yeah,
he's elite though. He is definitely
elite. He's amazing.
Yo,
that's coming out December 16th. That's dropping December 16th.
But you mentioned Wakanda Forever, and I'm only interested even more than I was, obviously, because it's like I want to know what they're gonna do, because
he's fighting the Submariner.
But I'm saying, like, it's different because remember they had reports that Chadwick Boseman, RIP, and then they had the sister, Letitia. Yeah, she was having issues where she fumbling the bag.
Want to be vaccinated
because she don't want to be vaccinated. So it's like, really, what is it gonna be? Because I'm sure they haven't finished shooting. They haven't finished shooting the movie. I know that for a fact. So like, what's the direction? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen after Wakanda 2? Like, is there gonna be a
personally?
If I had to bet, it's getting pushed back.
I've been saying this since the first movie. I personally think Michael B coming back. You don't see him die.
He has to come back.
You don't see him die. You just see him kind of slump over, and you seen the technology they got in Wakanda. You seen vibranium. My man got shot in his spine. He's supposed to be paralyzed.
I don't even think that matters.
In the comics,
definitely in a glass water tank somewhere.
But
in the comics, he doesn't die. In that scene is from the comics. So in that scene, he does not die. He gets saved and rescued and revived by, I forgot the girl's name, but that was supposedly one of the teased villains that they were thinking about putting for the second one, because she revives him back to life and nurses him back to health. He's supposed to be coming back and takes over the mantle again.
But I think that way would be whack. I think that way would be whack. Why? Because if he's taking over the mantle, it's whack that he went from wanting to take over from the oppressor to like, all right, now I understand what it's really about. I think a better story and a better idea that they're already using is just to have a different Killmonger from a different universe with a different mindset and a different ideology come over, but still be Michael B. Jordan, because they're opening up the multiverse, right? Like, so that's already happening. So instead of going back and trying to like put band-aids over stuff that already happened, like, nah, this is just a different Killmonger from a different universe with a different idea of things that was just doing things differently. Like, his life was different from the Killmonger that we had, and this is why he can fit.
What y'all think about the Super Mario Brothers? That's supposed to be coming out December 21st. What do y'all think? It wasn't on my list. It got to mention because I'm like, because of the what do they?
Chris Pratt.
The lore that could like come like the fan base for it. It could be huge, but I feel like it's one of those things that could be hit and miss. Like,
it's gonna miss.
If they nail it, it's gonna be huge. But if they miss, it's gonna be catastrophic.
Those kind of movies always miss. Those kind of movies usually don't do as well, because they made one in the 90s. I remember seeing it with John.
Yeah, but they also made a Captain America in the 90s. So I'm not going by off of what flopped in the 90s.
Yeah, but Captain, I'm not saying it flopped in the 90s. I'm talking about those.
They made a Punisher in the 90s too.
That wasn't half bad.
That wasn't bad. The one with Dolph.
Dolph Lundgren. It went bad.
Yeah. But I'm not saying because it was made in the 90s. I'm saying because like those video game, when they turn them into movies, don't always do as well as we think they're going to do based on because it has a large fan.
Because it's usually done incorrectly.
Yeah,
we're talking about
that brings me back to
Mario Brothers.
That brings me to Uncharted.
Now Uncharted, I think Uncharted might do a little bit better because they have the money to put behind, and it got some actors.
Great video game series. Yeah. I don't think it's going to follow a story that exactly.
Yeah, they can't.
I think it can. But you had enough story in the video game to follow it like pretty closely. But I'm still gonna watch it anyway. I'm still gonna watch it. I
honestly hate when they do that. Like I think Resident Evil, the movies were actually better because they didn't follow the video games to a T. Like the newer Resident, like that new Resident Evil that just came out. that was more towards the video game, and the animations is more towards the video game. But those first Resident
had a
Evil
lower
movies,
budget too.
yeah,
This new Resident Evil.
What y'all think about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
that's gonna be fire.
No,
That's
Doctor
because
Jonathan
that's gonna be
Majors
the-
is gonna be.
I
It's
feel like
gonna
that's
fire. He's
gonna
gonna
be the
take over
center
that
of
movie.
everything.
He's gonna take care. He's gonna take over that movie.
It's man. I don't. This is gonna be probably a 2.5 hour movie probably.
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on.
Comes out
craziness.
May 6th.
Did you see Spider-Man?
Oh, okay.
Did you see the Spider-Man? No Way
I
Home.
didn't finish it.
Yeah, I saw it.
See, I feel like it's gonna be like that when
That's
it
what I
when
think
it
it's gonna
comes
be
when
like.
it comes to like a lot going on, and it worked in
Mhm.
Spider-Man. Like everything that was going on, it just worked. And I think Doctor Strange is gonna be similar to that. And I don't think it's gonna be a problem with a lot going on.
I got a lot of faith in it because they got Sam Raimi back, in the
Mhm.
Marvel universe. So like I don't think he's directed anything like superhero wise since the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do, like with a whole new palette of colors, with
Facts.
Doctor Strange.
I think it's gonna be fire though. I don't think they're gonna
I just
I don't
love
think they make
how, without giving anything away. I just love the way that they portray Doctor Strange in the new Spider-Man film. Just what he's capable of doing. Yo, this
He's a
dude's
beast,
powerful
Crazy.
as
Crazy.
hell. That's why I'm so.
Wait till they get Wanda in a movie. Like y'all, like
she's in this one. She's supposed to be in this new one.
Yeah.
I'm saying, wait till you
Oh,
see
yeah,
her
she's in
on
the
camera, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna be fired. I think they're gonna be
Powerful-ass people.
some of the best combinations that we see on screen. Them two actors together and their characters. I think they're gonna be one of the best combinations we've seen in a while.
What I think, because they all go in phases. I believe we're in phase 5 right now.
Or
I stopped.
We're in 4. Yeah, we're in 4. So
right.
in the first few phases, I think it was just like, the superheroes, they were great, but you didn't see nothing. In phase 4, you're starting to see their feats are like going to
bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
crazy levels.
Stakes
And
get higher.
I feel like they have the right heroes for it. Because in the comics, the strongest people in the universe are Thor, Doctor Strange, Wanda, like people like they the strongest people in it. So centering this around them. Speaking of which,
it's fire.
Thor: Love and Thunder
It's gonna be
will
fire.
be dropping. It's
July
dropping
8th.
on July 8th.
That's gonna be
That's
fire.
gonna be that's gonna be crazy. They're actually diving into one of the comic universes where Jane becomes Thor, where she actually, and I'm interested to see how they gonna tackle it, and that's gonna be crazy.
But I also like that they're coming out next year with She-Hulk too.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
I want to know how they're gonna fit her into the whole universe or whatever. Because I know they said Hulk. The Hulk is actually going to be in that TV
He's
show.
gonna be
also
in the film. Yeah.
Yep. And then another one that I've been waiting for too is Morbius. But they've been fucking
Morbius. They look crazy.
Advertising that for years.
I think that's where they're going to introduce Blade. I think that's where they're going to introduce Blade because in the comics, Morbius only really like the most notable fights he's known for is he fights Spider-Man for a little bit and then Blade shows up, and that's how Blade meets Spider-Man, and then that shit takes off from there. So
that's fire.
That is fire. It
crazy.
makes sense too. Like it just makes sense. And now that we mention that, Michael Keaton is gonna dominate 2022 because he's in like all of these movies, DC, Marvel. He's dominating.
He's in DC, Marvel, and in I was just looking at it earlier. It's not the movie not on my list, but yes, he's working.
Which is crazy.
We're gonna take out of nowhere. We're gonna take a little segment. Oh, go ahead.
He's in the he's playing the new DC film that's coming out. He's playing the older Batman.
The Flash.
Yeah.
The Flash.
The Flash. That's what it is. The Flash. He's playing the different universe.
Supposed to be like it's supposed to be like the Flashpoint version in the Flash movie, which
drops November 4th.
Out. Oh, you're already on it. Also along with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales will be dropping on October 7th. I'm definitely will be tuning in that.
That's a 2-part. It's supposed to be 2 parts on that shit.
Yes, part 1 drops on the 7th. I'm not sure when part 2.
Yeah, I don't think they announced the 3rd one.
This is for UX. Halloween drops October 14th.
It's on my list.
But it says Halloween ends. So where do y'all think they going with it? Y'all think
they gotta end it? They gotta end it. You can't name it Halloween ends and it don't end. Son. I mean, they're not gonna end it, but they're gonna end it.
Jamie Lee Curtis gonna kill him and put on the mask. Yeah, that's how it's playing.
I mean, I don't know. They could go a lot of ways with that. They go a lot of ways.
I mean, they could kind of do like what Scream has been doing, because it's been a different killer. It's just a costume, right? They could kind of, you can kind of do that. Like if they ever decide they want to bring Halloween back again, they could just say, some bozo want to repraise and wanted to be. I'm sure that's what they do. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I mean, they could do that, but they got it in there. I think this is going to be the last movie, and that's the only reason why I'm anticipating to watch it, is because I want to see how they end it after 40, how many years since the 70s they've been running with this. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see how they decide, like, all right, this is it. Let's
if you think they're going to end this shit, you must be out your mind.
They're going to whoop his ass so bad, they're going to kill him.
Not the way he was beating it, and not the way he beat them five.
Now, he ascended. Jamie said that he ascended. He's something different. He ain't human no more. He ascended.
Yeah. What y'all dropping same day as Avatar 2? What y'all think about? What approach y'all think they're going to take with Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I haven't heard nothing.
Because I feel like that first movie was great.
It was good.
It was good.
I think I'm not sure if Amber Heard is signed on for the second one because of everything she had going on with Johnny Depp. So what approach y'all think they taking with that? I don't have a lot of insight on it as well.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited
because the first one, I love the first one.
Yeah, the first one was fine. I thought the first one was good. I thought it was one of their better movies.
It was, and it wasn't too dark, but it wasn't like it was like they found a good medium.
That's what I'm saying.
They hit it out of the park.
But the character of Aquaman seems like they don't need to be that dark. You know what I'm saying? Like DC do shit like that. Like they'll take Constantine and make him uplifting and happy. You know, like they do stuff like that. What I'm saying is, if the characters
Constantine was not happy.
I'm just saying DC would do something like that. Somebody in that room is going to be like, "Yo, why don't we take Constantine?"
No, I'm talking about the one with Keanu.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people. That movie doesn't like. I know Constantine
is a comic book movie.
Yeah, I know Constantine is a comic book character, but the way they advertised that movie, they didn't advertise it like it was a part of you know what I'm saying? Like it's a DC movie. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like that. I don't think DC is trying to go that dark with Constantine as they did with how nobody really knew that Blade was a Marvel movie until probably up late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Marvel probably didn't want to be that dark. At that now I don't expect the new Blade to be as dark as the Wesley Snipes Blade coming into the Marvel universe. I don't expect it to be like that. And I think that's why people are going to be disappointed with it. But I'm going into the situation not expecting it to be that dark.
I mean,
did Black Manta die in the first one?
No, he ain't.
Okay.
He's in the new Aquaman. He's gonna be in it. Yaya is in it. So, and that's another thing that DC. That's another thing that DC does too. Is like they linger their villains. Like they don't just like take them out or let them go. They like linger them in the movies for some reason. So, we got this. So Superman's fighting this villain in the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. You know what I'm saying? Like, just kill this villain and let's move on to the next villain. That's why I think Marvel is so much better.
No, Marvel kill people and bring them right back. So I don't want to hear about
which one.
No, DC. Not
which one.
You think Kingpin is really dead?
I'm talking about the movies.
Even the movies.
No, they always.
You can just go into time travel and do this and that.
That's
they're gonna do. I'm just saying. Marvel is known for that. Marvel does that.
Can we just get the example already? What's the example? Because I don't know.
I did. I gave you Kingpin already. I did say that.
You said what?
But you gave you Kingpin already.
But then he said movies, and then you said nothing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the movies.
You want me to just go off the top? Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
Brother.
Yo, speaking of Yaya, what do y'all think about Ambulance? Yeah. Ambulance.
It's gonna look beautiful.
Michael Bay.
I'm ready for that Michael Bay universe. Let's go.
It's gonna look beautiful. That's it. The story's gonna be terrible.
I'm ready.
I'm hoping.
I'm ready for some Michael Bay.
Terrible.
No, bro, I'm telling you, bro, the anticipation is solely on how it's gonna look. The story is gonna be bad.
Hey,
but it's
Let's see
going
who's
to
rating
look
it.
beautiful. That's it.
Let's see who's rating it. Let's see who's rating it.
Also, we also know where Gills is gonna be on September 30th. His number one, more than likely,
Mission
Am I-
Impossible
am I
7,
7?
baby. Mission Impossible.
even-
You already
nothing
know.
Tom
I'm gonna go. I'm
made
gonna
my
go see it.
list.
I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go
I
see
mean,
it.
yeah, I'm gonna go see it, but I'm not anticipating it.
I
If
ain't
there's
gonna
something
see
else
it.
that's coming out, I'm definitely seeing that something else. first.
MI7, son. I'm about to get it tatted. I'm about to
I
get it
It'll be the
haven't
same-
watched. I
It's gonna
haven't
be the
watched
same
since
thing,
in
son.
my 5. I haven't watched anything since. No,
Look,
last one I seen was 4.
If we get another Tom Cruise running away from something exploding, I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna
Bro,
be pissed off.
If
That's-
I
he does
don't
that in
get
every
that, I'm
Mission
gonna be
Impossible.
pissed off. If I
Every
don't
Mission
get that, I'm gonna
Impossible,
be pissed off. son.
he's 70 years old, running
Yeah.
as fast as he can away from
Hey,
something
Hey, I'm
exploding.
not gonna lie.
Still running
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
4-4.
I'm not
Still
gonna
running a
lie.
4-4.
For a 70-year-old, that motherfucker,
Hey.
he be moving.
Yeah, he be scooting. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Mission Impossible did make the top 10. Let's move on.
Hey, it did.
Hey,
What about-
what's that? That's who.
Hey, what do y'all think
I
about?
tell you what made the top 10. I tell you what made the top 10. On February 18th, Channing Tatum and his dog, you know what I mean? They
Oh,
about
I
to
know that movie.
I
You
muted
about
that
to stress me out. You about to stress me.
You're haters. Stop muting.
Yo,
Stop muting.
yo,
let me get my stuff off. son.
Yo, no, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Let me
Channing,
get my movie.
No.
Did you hear
on.
what he
Come
said?
on, son.
Did
Come
you
on,
hear
son.
what he
I
said?
don't want to hear
Cut it
that.
out. Yeah, I heard what he
And I'm
said.
going-
I heard
and
what
I'm
he
going to
said.
the theater
Cross
in
the house
person.
is what I heard. I heard
And
that
I'm going to
So-
the
bullshit.
theater in
Listen,
this-
person
this
when
I'm
it
movie-
gonna
drops.
cut you off right now. I'm hating on this whole segment. I don't care. We was in the movie. The preview came on. The preview ended. My man nudged me like, "Yo, I'm about to check that out." I'm like, "Yo, cut! Like, stop!"
Yo, he got 2 movies coming out though. He got 2 movies coming out.
He got
What
Pussy
else?
Island that's coming out, and he got
He got 3 movies then.
Google it. You think I'm joking?
He got
Google
3
it.
Pussy
movies coming
Island.
out. He got Pussy Island. He has the dog movie, and he got the one with Sandra Bullock.
The Lost City.
Yeah.
Bullet Train.
Come on, son. Like,
Oh, no,
why
I'm wild,
is he
I'm
still getting jobs, bro? He's not good.
Oh yeah,
And
Bullet
they're
Train
making
is
another.
fire. Bullet
They're
Train,
making
100%
another
Bullet.
the stripper one when he was stripping. They're making another one of those.
Magic Mike. Magic
Yeah,
Mike.
Yeah.
they're making another one of those. I don't want to see
Zoe-
this.
Hey,
Zoe
Gills,
Kravitz
review it.
is directing
Give it a
that shit?
certified
Zoe,
real,
that's what I
Gills.
just read. Zoe Kravitz directing that Pussy Island thing.
Anyways, I'm ready to see Jurassic World 3. I'm a big Jurassic
man.
Park fan.
Dominion?
Yeah, I'm a big Jurassic Park fan, and I enjoyed every Jurassic Park movie that they released to this date. So I'm
Like how
excited
they-
for the
like how they
third one.
brought
Because,
Chris
and this is
Pratt
the
into
reason
that.
why. Because this whole all of the Jurassic Park movies, they always talked about, man always messing with shit, and they're gonna be mad once they take over. And in the third one, they're literally in the world. Like, there's no more cages. There's no more. They can't contain them no more. They're like in everyday neighborhoods in the world. And I think just ready to finally see that, because they've been saying that since the Jurassic Park films.
Yeah, just the very first one.
Yeah, they've been saying that. Like, what happens if they get off the island? What you gonna do about this? What you gonna do about that? But now they're finally allowed it to happen, and they set it up pretty good. And I'm excited for that. I don't know why y'all not excited for
See,
that.
you do like slow
I'm excited.
build. That's slow build
I'm
right
a
there.
huge Jurassic
Yeah, I don't know. That's not a
Park
slow
fan.
build.
Yes, it
Nigga
is.
wild.
Over a series of movies, that's slow build. What the
This-
fuck you talking
No,
about?
this nigga wild.
That's the Terrell. I'm not rolling, Terrell. I'm not rolling. That's not a slow build. What is he talking about?
That shit be
Nigga
entertaining
really,
every
you
time
really
you
tried
watch.
that shit.
Yo, it's
All right, so
What-
what y'all thinking about Sonic 2?
Yeah.
I know y'all saw that
Yeah,
My
trailer.
daughter
Idris
is
Elba.
ecstatic.
you know what I'm saying?
I know y'all saw that trailer with Idris Elba.
Yo, does
April
this?
8th.
Am I tripping? Or in the actual trailer that I seen on the actual channel, does he say, "Do you think I need your power, nigga"? Like, it
Nah,
really
no,
sounded
no,
like he
somebody
said.
added
I was
that,
like,
bro.
Somebody
no,
added that.
but I thought that was a video thing on Facebook. I watched the original trailer and I'm just like,
Nah,
did he say that shit?
nah.
You
Nigga,
turn to Umar
imagine if-
Johnson. I beg your
Yo.
pardon.
Now what's crazy? Yo,
No,
Idris Elba is elite. That it don't even sound like Idris Elba.
Dope.
That's what's elite about it. Like, and I think that's going to be fire, son. I just think that Knuckles' character is fire. Then to add just Elba to that character, and then we kind of know where the story is going based on the video games and stuff like that.
Speaking of good camera work, we got Extraction 2 coming out this year.
5'9".
Woo!
He's 5. It says 5'9" on Wikipedia. Extraction 2 gonna be fire.
They better use the same director of photography because, man.
It was
and
crazy.
choreographer, whoever did them fight scenes, like when he smacked dude with the pistol, they gotta have the same choreographer and the same DP.
Oh yeah.
You said what?
Nah, when they did a one shot. They did a one shot where the camera was moving. You didn't know how it was moving. You saw behind the scenes, they had a dude literally dressed up as the back seat of the car. They passed the camera to him in the car.
What?
They passed it to the front. Yo, it's nuts.
I seen
What they was doing on that movie
it's fire.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Dressed up as the backseat of
They have dudes. They have
look it
dudes.
up. Look
They
it
have
up.
the cameraman in like green screen suits. They be having the cameraman in like green screen suits. Literally be having them run around and in different positions to get some of those shots. A lot of those shots they be doing is almost impossible to do.
Certified real.
Hey, I'm a little excited.
You heard it here first. Certified real. Everybody.
You are now listening to Real Talk Podcast.
This is Certified